This is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do Crow Oracle for the collective today. Today is Thursday, August 7th, 2025. A shout out to my little brother. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday. He's not watching, but I just figured I'd say that. You may follow me on the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. God's kiss, right? Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use what I always use, Urban Crow Oracle, MJ Cullinane. If you know a different way to pronounce that name, let me know. I just assume Cullinane. I don't, Cullinane? Maybe the I is silent? I don't know. I really don't know. I got a few messages for today. 3 things that I wrote down. One, I just heard in my head, a shit stain on humanity. So I don't know if somebody is referring to another person like that, or I don't know. I just heard a shit stain on humanity. I also heard, like somebody feels like a crash test dummy. Like somebody feels like they crash out a lot over situations, people, whatever the case may be. They feel like a crash test dummy. And then last but not least, you guys ever watch Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase and the older guy that he's like Uncle whatever in the movie, but he's an actor, and he was an old actor, right? And usually did comedy stuff, or I think usually just comedy. I know he was in like Tales from the Crypt or something, I think, one of the episodes. Or maybe it was Tales from the Dark Side. I can't remember. But in the movie, in Christmas Vacation, him and the old lady come to visit for Christmas, and this isn't giving anything away, or at least I don't think it is. She wraps up her cat to give to them. She also wraps up a Jell-O mold to give to them. And I guess she makes a noise or something happens, and the old guy he says like, "Damn it, Bethany," or something like that. But I heard, "What the fuck, Bethany?" I heard WTF, Bethany. But I was picturing them in the movie. But that's not what he says, but that's what I heard. So I don't know if somebody watches that, and I don't know if somebody has a family member named Bethany and they said the same thing but said what the fuck. I don't know. That's what came through. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. And it's kind of funny because at first I was writing these down and I was like, oh, okay, these are for me. And then I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't think these are for me. I don't think these are for me. So I figure I will just share them just in case, but I don't think they're for me. We got 1 on the table, 2 on the table. Four on the table. Baby, you okay? Homer's in here. He's always hiding in here lately. Do you want out? You want to go get some more to eat? Yeah, maybe? Maybe? Huh? Look at how cute you are. You're so cute. I don't know if you're under my chair or what. I was sitting in my rocker yesterday morning, I think, and Harley was laying underneath my rocker, like end to end, and I'm like, okay, if I move, I might like crush you, but you don't seem to care. Cats are crazy. We got 5 on the table. Seven on the table. Oh, interesting. Okay, 2 more shuffles. We got 8 with bottom of the deck. I'm gonna set that up over there. We got commitment. We got teamwork. We've got self-interest. We've got preparation. We've got luck. Y'all know I don't believe in luck, but take how it resonates for you. Loaves and fishes. Anomaly. It's like a Bible reference, right? Like loaves and fishes? No? I believe in God, and I've believed in God my whole life, but I've never read the Bible. I had a Bible when I was younger. The ex-best friend's mom bought it for me because they basically thought I was a heathen. And I did not read that Bible. I mean, maybe like a few verses here and there, but I don't remember anything. And I think I donated it a long time ago, I think. Because it was like a teenager's kind of Bible. I just never had any interest in reading the Bible. I'm just saying. We got Knight. And bottom of the deck, warning. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So you're going to have to give me a second. These first 4 cards, like I know what this is. So somebody, okay, a couple, 2 people are putting in the teamwork into this commitment. So this 2 people getting into this commitment, a relationship. It could be a higher value relationship, like living together or proposal or marriage or something. But it's 2 people getting into this relationship, working towards this commitment. No one's going to get in the way of these 2 people being together. There's a lot of self-interest there. So it kind of gives to me like gives to me. It kind of tells me like let's say, and I'm just going to do hetero norm because I always do. What can I say? I'm bisexual, but I always do hetero norm. Let's say a man and a woman are getting together. They want to get into this commitment. Like nothing's going to stop them. But maybe like each of their parents doesn't want them to get together. Maybe they're like different religions. Maybe they're from different backgrounds. Maybe they're different race. Maybe there's an age gap there. because it really just gives me like, no, fuck you, the two of us are getting together. Like, we don't give a shit about you, we don't give a shit about you, like, we're getting together. And it's like, to me, that's not even a bad thing, right? Like, two people love each other, they want to get together, who cares if they're different race, different age, different background? Who gives a, get together, be happy. But it almost gives the vibe of like, and I'm just going to say it, like, they're not really supposed to be together. And I'm just gonna say this too, because I'm looking at it. Okay, it's got all the crows, right, and the one is taking the mouse, right, like the food technically, right. But I'm looking at it, and if this is two people that aren't really supposed to be together, it's giving me vibes of like somebody stole someone else's person, and this person is like over here yapping about it. So pretend it, I mean, you can pretend it's people and not crows and mice, right? But it gives the vibes of like somebody stole somebody's person, whether that be a soulmate, divine counterpart, I don't know, but just stole their person, and the person that they're supposed to be with is like, what the fuck, like, what the fuck, Bethany? What the fuck, Bethany? Like, you're taking my man, you're taking my woman, like, what? It's giving that vibe to me. This was put into motion ahead of time. So if one of these people is indeed stealing somebody else's person, like, they knew they were going to do that. They were prepping for that. They were thinking ahead, right? They were ahead of the game. And the person that got fucked, they got left behind. It's, like, well, what the hell? Like, who does that? So I'm just going to say these last four cards, and then I'll kind of like see if I see anything else. With the luck card, to me, it's giving. So, okay, we got the luck, we got the anomaly, okay, we got the knight, and we got the warning, bottom of the deck. So, anomaly is this other person that got fucked over, that got left behind. Because anomaly really means just like a one off, like, it's the only white crow in a family of black crows, right? It was, God's mistake or God's gift. However you want to look at it. I call it a one-off. Whoever that person is that got fucked over, that got left behind, they got their person stolen. With the luck card, they knew about it ahead of time. Like, they were getting like signs, intuition, psychic visions, whatever. Like, they knew something was happening. They knew that someone was like taking their person. It's hard for me to keep a straight face because I feel like this resonates more times than I should have to count. I'm just saying. And I myself was probably technically the one that stole somebody's person. I'm not even going to lie about it. It totally resonates. Okay, my friend is sending me pictures for the dress for the next quinceañera, which isn't till the end of September. Come on, people. They got a vision or intuitiveness. They got something telling them that this person was stealing their person. Like, they were doing this on purpose. Like, they're working towards this end, towards this teamwork and commitment with this person that was supposed to be theirs. Because when I don't believe in luck. So when really, when I look at the luck card, to me, it's more like guidance, because I don't believe there's such thing as luck. You are destined and fated to have everything that you have. And fate and destiny is guided by God, whether you believe it or not. You don't have to believe, that's fine. Everybody else will believe for you. It's okay. Nobody's going to think any less of you if you don't believe in God. That's fine. You don't have to. It would be nice, but you don't have to. This was guided. Like, this person had these visions that something was going to happen, that this person was going to take their person. Like, they knew it was coming. Whoever this person is that stole their person, like, they thought they were being crafty, right? Like, they thought nobody's going to notice until until it's too late. And this, take how it resonates for you guys. If this has happened to you in the past, if this is currently happening to you, maybe this will happen to you in the future. It has happened to me more times than I can count. And again, I've probably been the person that stole somebody's person. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was never an angel in the past, and I never claimed to be. Whoever stole, so the person that was stolen, right? Okay, let's just say it's two women and a man, right? These two women both like this man. This one woman sees that this man and this woman are having interaction, like they're hanging out a lot, whatever the case may be. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to swoop in and take that guy. Like, I like that guy. I want that guy. I'm going to take that guy. It's not to say that the guy, the person that was taken, didn't want to go, right? People make their own choices. People, whether they go with their heart, their mind, their libido, whatever the case, they go where they want to go. People, make the decision for themselves to move how they move. So I think it's just something to keep in mind. This person stole this other person, but did they really? Like, was it a lot of work? And that's more of a reflection on that person, because if they were in some type of commitment with this person and then they left them to go in this commitment with this person, that's more of a reflection on them too, right? It's not just the person that stole them, it's them. Because why would you do that? And Homer, take a nap. You also got to look at it from this perspective too. And I've said this a lot over the last few days, right? I've said this a lot. What is meant for you will never leave you. So if this person is meant to be with the person that went to the other person, that commitment won't work. They'll break up. They'll heal, whatever the case, and that person will come back around, and hopefully a changed person, right? Hopefully someone that woke up and realized, oh shit, like, I left the best thing I ever had for this? For this? And whether or not this person wants to take them back, it's really all just a learning experience, right? Because you got someone learning that they shouldn't steal other people's people. You got someone learning that the grass isn't always greener. And then you got someone learning you need to let things go so you can move on, because there's probably going to be better for you. And I know that's like a hard pill to swallow, and I can even say that for myself with everything happening with me and the guy and my friend at work. It is a hard pill to swallow. And like in my situation, the guy and the woman, my friend, I should say, I actually really believe that they're together. And I believe that she lied to me. And I believe that I believe she's still trying to be my friend because, and I'm just going to say this, and this might sound crazy. I don't care if it sounds crazy. I think she used my energy to get him because she ain't me. And him and I were hanging out for a while. And then all of a sudden, he went towards her. The funny thing is, her and I never really hanged out that much. And then all of a sudden, her and I are hanging out together. And then her and him are together. I I'm just gonna say it. Energy vampire. I don't know how else to say it. My thing is, if they're together, that's fine. You don't need to lie about it. I told her at the beginning, I love you. I'm always gonna want the best for you. I don't want anything to do with him. I, I saw him watching me again, all like on and off all day today, and I don't understand. I don't like I don't understand that whole aspect of it, and I'm never gonna understand because even at this point, if he wants to talk to me, I don't know that I want to talk to him. Like I gave him the opportunity more than once, and nothing. Now you want to talk? I don't really feel the need to talk about anything because I'm already shifting away from that. And I'm not mean to him at work by any means. I haven't really had to interact with him at one on one, but I wouldn't be, you know? Like if I had to go give him a break, I'd be like, "Okay, I'm here to give you your break, Whatever." Um I feel like I just get the feeling like he's more upset than I am, if that makes any sense. Like I'm already healing and moving on from the situation because, like I said, I feel like they're together. I feel like they've been together for like probably like a month and a half. It's August 7th, so maybe like a month and a half, maybe a little bit more than a month and a half. I feel like they've already been together for that long. Cuz you got to remember, I thought that they hung out together on 4th of July, which was just over a month ago. So I feel like they were seeing each other before that. And just the fact that she lied to me about it and the fact that like he couldn't even answer my question just so I could like figure out like what was wrong with me mentally or not wrong with me mentally. So I just don't have any respect for either of them. I don't wish them any ill will. I don't wish them any harm. I just want to move on from the situation and I want to move on from the both of them. And other than having to see them at work, like I don't care. I just don't, you know? And when I saw him today and I caught him watching me, because at one point he was like 2 stations away from me, um, like I feel like he's having a harder time dealing with it than I am, which is kind of odd because if he had no feelings, why? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that whole situation kind of resonates for me with this because I feel like she went towards him on purpose. I feel like she saw something between the two of us and she went towards him on purpose. I feel like a couple of other friends, mutual friends, um, tried to put them two together. And I feel like he went that way because somebody told him to go that way. Even though, like, when we were just friends at the beginning, I had offered to set the two of them up. And he said, no, not even interested in that. Never going to be interested in that. And then all of a sudden they go together. Like, mm, mm. So it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, for me, for him, for her. And I just see that in the cards for this reading, like the same type of thing. Like if you've ever been involved in this type of situation, like I said, I've been involved in this more than once. And I've been like I said, I know I've been the other person. I've been the one that stole somebody. Not necessarily the same type of circumstances, but like I know that that was my role in it, a long time ago. And I think in my situation, I don't know about this situation because I don't feel it, but like in my situation, when I called her out and she denied it, oh no, we're just friends, which I did not believe. I think she went to him and told him all the things that I said and all the things that I posted on my Facebook about the situation. And I think I'm just going to say it. I think it gave him a new perspective on me because I don't think he realized that my feelings were that deep. And I think it made him look at me in a different way. Not so much that he wants to break up with her, but just that, like, I'm now the conundrum. Because I feel like whenever I catch him looking at me, like, I feel like he's wondering. I feel like he's wondering. And he should wonder. Because, like I said, I think she deliberately did what she did to try and steer him away from me. Because it's just kind of weird that all of a sudden she wanted to hang out with me. And then all of a sudden he's hanging out with her. And, like, I'm just saying. It's like black magic, energy vampire, hoodoo, voodoo, BS. Nothing against people into voodoo. You know, I say hoodoo, voodoo, BS all the time. Well, I used to. It kind of gives like that kind of vibe. But again, I couldn't tell you like premeditated, not premeditated. I mean, I think it is. And I couldn't tell you in your situation if the two of them like conspired against you together. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in my situation, yes. Like, once she found out what was going on behind the scenes, she talked to him about it and they both, you know what I mean, conspired like to, cuz now it's like they act like they're not together, but I still get the vibe that they're together, if that makes sense. And I would rather just you be like open and honest. And I mean, I understand like people don't necessarily want to flaunt their relationship at work, but they were before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was obvious that they were like flirting at the very least. So now it's almost like nothing, and it's, to me it's like suspicious. Um but I don't know if that's the case for this reading because it's not really in the cards whether that person knew or not and went along with it. But you have to look at it like this. Like I said, it's a learning lesson for everybody involved. That's just really how you have to look at it at the end of the day. And it was funny because I was talking to my friend at work today, and she's like, this is why I would never date anybody here. And I looked at her and I said, you have a boyfriend. You've had a boyfriend for like 6 years. And she goes, I know, but I would never date anybody here. And I told her, I said, yeah, I said the same thing. I literally said the same thing. A 45-year-old woman saying, I've never been involved with anybody I worked with. And then I choose this person. Crazy. Yeah, whoever the person is that stole the other person, they thought they were being crafty. They thought they were being sneaky. But like I said, the anomaly, this one off, this person that got shat on, they knew. Like, they had the feeling. They got a warning. They got a sign. I've probably had this happen to me 2 other times in my life, and then there was um, a time where I was the person. I was not friends with the woman, and then I kind of met up with the guy in question because I just really wanted to see if there was something there. And we went out like once or twice. Nothing like serious, just a movie, dinner, that kind of thing, conversation. No kissing, no touching, nothing like that. And then we were supposed to go out a third time, and I ended up being really upset because I didn't get a promotion at work. And I texted him to say, I'm sorry, like I'm not going to be able to meet you, blah blah blah. I never got a response from him. And I didn't talk to him again for years and years and years and years. And it was with the ex-best friend. I'm not kidding. It was, I think I've told you guys this before. If you subscribe, he was the guy that I went to movies and dinners with them, because she said that he was my male twin and I was his female twin. And then I developed a crush on him. And when I told her, she freaked out. And I said, it's okay. Like, nothing's going to happen. But after that, like, she just always treated me like shit and said shit about me in front of him. And I was like, okay, I'm not playing this game with you. And then eventually I just told her, I said, we can't really be friends. Like, if you're going to behave like an asshat. And we stopped being friends. And then I had messaged him like a few months later, and he said, how come you don't come to Friday night movies and dinners anymore? And I was like, because I told her I had a crush on you and she got pissed off. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah. And kind of went around in a circle, but basically I told him I had feelings for him, and he basically said he was interested in as well. The funny thing is we went out like twice, and that third time he never responded to me. So I don't know what she said to him. I don't know what she did to him. Little black magic. I don't know. But they stayed friends, and I never heard from him again until her and I, actually the year I separated and got a divorce, he was there for my birthday party at her place when she sexually assaulted me the first time. I mean, he wasn't there, but he was there. But yeah, I don't know. And it was funny because when I went to her sister's Labor Day party months later, he was there, and he was making like sexual innuendos at me, and I'm thinking, like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like like basically he's crossing the line this time, and it's like, what do you expect me to do? Like, you had your chance and you blew it. Like, he had his chance and he blew it. And the sad thing is I've told you guys, I think he was my soulmate. He was one of my soulmates. But he blew that. So hey, at least he's got a great friend for the last 25 years. 20 years, I don't know. He may not have a woman warming his bed for him and taking care of him, but he's got a great friend. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. Maybe a little bit bitter. Maybe still a little bit bitter. Okay. So when you look at the two crows, like they're eating, like it looks like blueberries, and it almost looks like the one is feeding the other. I think whoever this person is that stole them from the other person, I think they were feeding them a line of BS. Like maybe talking bad about this person. Like, oh, you don't want to be with them. They're not your type. Like, they're not going places, they're not stable in their career, or they don't do this, that, or the other, like some kind of bullshit. People always try to make themselves look better to get that other person. And it's kind of funny because Like the story I just told you about, like I was the woman that stole him from the friend. Never once did I ever say to him, like, oh, you don't want to date her. Oh, you don't want to sleep with her. I would have never done that. Like, people need to make up their own mind. Like, he needed to make up his own mind. He did, right? He stopped talking to me. Like I said, he missed his chance. But I would have never been like, oh, you don't want to be with her. You don't want that. Like, no, I would have never have said that ever. Hey, baby, do you want me to let you out? I know, you're so cute. You're so cute. God, my arm itches. Yeah, I'm just. So this person thought that they were being sneaky, stealing this other person from this person, while this person was getting all the signs. Like, I mean, it's a little cloudy, but like clear skies, illumination. You see how there's like smog here, fog, like rising above and seeing the clear path. Like whoever this anomaly is, this one off, this person, like God was telling them, like don't like there's something funny going on with these two people. And it could be a situation like mine, like a workplace situation, a friend situation, um whatever. It could be a family member that stole this person from this other person. It could be anybody. Hey, buddy. Sorry, Homer needs the attention. I can't believe I've been on here for 37 minutes already. All I ever talk about is myself. Yeah, see, the teamwork. So these two are working towards this commitment. Like I said, there's self interest there. Like this one person stole this person. But again, like there might have been people in the background, like whispering in this person's ear. Like, hey, why would you want to be with them when you could be with them? You know? Like, don't you think this is more your type? Or don't you think this is the person that you should be with? Like, doesn't that make more sense to you? Like, it's that kind of energy. It's fuckery. It's fuckery. Because, like I just said, I would never, like I just said with this current situation at work, I would never tell the guy to leave my friend and come be with me. Like that would not even occur to me. If he's already made that choice and he's gone that way, then you sit there, sir. Then you go ahead and live there, sir. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, he's not going to swing back around. He's not going to swing back around and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like it didn't work out with me and so and so. I should have never went that way. I ruined our friendship. You and I could have had so much more." Like I just do not I do not picture that happening. And B, I would probably be flabbergasted if at this point he said anything about it, because I feel like he's in a total, like he's in like a whirlwind, like he's stuck in a tornado or something. I don't know, but I would never expect that. Like he went in the direction that he went. They're together for however long that is. That now that has nothing to do with me. And I had specifically said to her, "I love you. I want the best for you, but I can't be a part of that." And I meant that. Like if they were to get married and have kids, like I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm just not. And you could say that that's petty, 5, 10 years down the road. I don't think it's petty. I think it's self-preservation. I think it's taking care of me, looking out for me. And just the fact that I feel like she's been lying to me the whole time, and God knows what else she was doing behind the scenes, I would just rather not. Like I'm slowly moving away from her, and I'm running away from that situation. And if he were to swing back around, I have never ever taken anybody back from the past. Ever. Never. Ever. For me to do that this time, oh. He once called me his queen. You're going to have to treat me like an empress. Like, you're going to have to buy me, a boat or a house or something, because I would not go back to that. I never go back. I never go back. And even in February, when the guy came back from 2023, like, I was slightly tempted to just kind of like hang out with him and see what happens. But again, he was with somebody. I'm not going to steal somebody from somebody else, because at that point I don't care. Like, I want a person that's not with somebody else. Like, I'm not with somebody else. I want somebody that's not with somebody else. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's crazy. All right, hold on. Let me let Homer out. Come on, baby. I know. There you go. Go get some foods. He'll probably go to the dish and there won't be anything left. Pickles probably ate it all. Yeah, somebody might have been whispering in this person's ear, telling them to go in this specific direction. I'm also going to say this too, and take how it resonates for you. Because like in my situation with the guy at work, and not to be my friend, not to be mean to my friend at work, not this friend, but I think the guy had options and probably still has options. I'm just saying. So when I look at the luck card before, when I said loaves and fishes, and I'm looking at this crow, like there's all kinds of fish, right? Like fish in the sea, plenty of fish in the sea, and they catch this one. So it's like giving me this energy of like whoever this person is that was stolen. Like they probably had plenty of options. Like they didn't like if this person was an option and this person was an option, they probably had many others. I'm just saying. And some people like that. Some people like having like a gaggle of males or females in the background, knowing that, oh, if I break up with Susie or Duncan, then I can get with Tanya or Harper or Mac, or like some people like having those backups. I've never been that person. It's kind of funny too, because when the ex-husband and I separated and divorced, before we technically separated, I was talking to people on Instagram and realized pretty quickly like that was just a bust, and realized that a lot of those people were scammers and fake and all that stuff. So I gave up on that pretty quickly. By the time him and I actually separated, I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't talking to not one freaking person. And that was okay. Like I had originally told one of my best friends at the time that I knew when I separated from him and I got divorced from him, that I could possibly spend the rest of my life alone. Knock on wood. I mean, that was just, the chance I had to take. Like, I wasn't going to divorce him because I was afraid to be alone. I've never been afraid to be alone. I was alone in the marriage, you know? Yeah, whoever this person was that stole the other person, like you see them collecting all these clams and it's like they're lining them up. Like, it's like somebody, okay, step one, talk to this person. Check. Step two, start having lunch with this person. Check. Like somebody has a plan and they're checking it off one by one. Like, this is how I'm going to get this person to come towards me and leave this other person. It's really sad that people do that. And again, I mean, I did that in my past too, but it's really sad that. And you got to wonder too, like, are there people out there that literally do this for every relationship that they get in, that they cannot get like one person like authentically on their own, that they have to like steal someone else's man or woman? And we talk about this all the time in tarot as readers, right? People that only like to be with married people, sleep with people's husbands or wives because they think it's funny to do shit behind their back. And that kind of stuff is just sick. Like, I don't understand that type of behavior. Like the fact my friend at work and the guy at work, like, I gave her the opportunity to be honest with me and she just lied to my face. And it's like, why? Like, literally rolling out the carpet for you, to be honest. And again, what you like, what? You can't lose our friendship, so you're going to lie about it so that hopefully we stay friends and you get your cake too? Like, I don't, like, you think I'm not going to figure it out? I mean, I figured out that they were hanging around to begin with. Like, I knew something was going on. I could feel it in the air. I could feel it around both of them. It was like this energy that they were putting off. I don't know. People are so funny to me. Like, they never believe when somebody says they're psychic. I don't think not one person believes that I'm psychic and intuitive, except for maybe my mother. And she does not like the fact that I'm psychic and intuitive because she thinks she's the best. I don't think I'm the best at anything. I just know that I'm psychic and I'm intuitive and I know what I know. And I see what I see and I feel what I feel and I hear what I hear and that's it. And I literally put on Facebook, like, I know what I saw. I know what was coming through. And she still tried to like lie to me. I don't know. Make it make sense. It just makes her look like an idiot. A lovable idiot, but still. See, I still care for her. That's what's sick. That's 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 what. And I was talking to my friend about it today. I was like, she's like, I know you still like her. She's like, I don't understand why. And I said, because I do. Because I do. And like I told her at the beginning, I can't be a part of whatever you got going on, but I'm still gonna love you and wish the best for you. And I think part of the thing there too is, and she probably shared that with him too. Like, they don't get it, you know. I mean, yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with her, or with him, but I'm still gonna cheer her on from the sidelines. Like, she's been hurt too in the past. And maybe that's why she did what she did this time. I don't know. And maybe both of them are stumped. Like, how could she say that she still loves you and she knows that, you know, I mean, I still love her and I want the best for her. I'm not going to have anything to do with her, you know, whether they've realized that or not. All right, I've rambled on enough about my life. That's all I got from the read. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. Um, I'm gonna do the tarot read. I came home, I fed the cats, and I got on to do the reads early in the hopes that they will upload. I am just letting you know. I updated the YouTube app this morning, but I'm just letting you know, like the last, I don't even know, like week and a half, um, it's been kind of slow. It's been kind of crazy slow. That's why I figured I would get on right away when I got home, because I don't know how long it's going to take to upload these damn videos. So just a heads up there. I'll talk to you all later.